Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a brand new episode of Flesh Wound Farce, where we review and discuss your and our favorite comedy films. This is the world's first and only combination trivia host and professional wrestling announcer of Chilean descent that currently resides in Southern California, Ozzy V. And with me, as always, on this program, first in the Northern California Bay Area, world-famous juggler Greg Larson. How you doing, Greg?
Trying to stay awake. I did 5 hours of antique shopping.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Ozzy's laughing now, but I can see something very similar happening to him in the future.
You just wait.
Yeah. No, I've been there.
Yeah.
So it's like when you first mentioned it, I was like, oh, that sucks. I'm really sorry. But then hearing that you went through it, like, you're fine now. You're at home. You're sitting down. You're okay. It's like when somebody trips and falls.
Yeah.
Like, they trip and fall. You're like, oh, they got up and they're walking? Ha ha! That was hilarious when you tripped and fell. But they trip and fell, they break their nose like, hey, are you okay? That didn't happen here. That's why I'm laughing.
Yeah, no, it's fair. And had to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. So yeah.
Oh, I'm dizzy. I'm so glad my wife doesn't watch this show. Also with us, ladies and gentlemen, Flesh Room producer Todd. How you doing, Todd?
Yeah, I've been better.
Oh, I see. I think that might be a tell to what we are reviewing and discussing today. Today, we are reviewing and discussing the HUDSUCKER Proxy, released on March 11th, 1994. Todd, do you have a trailer available?
Unfortunately.
Once upon a time, the American dream was
Happy
power,
New Year, everyone.
wealth, and success. But in the city that never sleeps, the American dream is about to get a wake-up call.
Just got hired today. You know, entry level. But I got big ideas.
When the president and owner of 87% of the company's stock drops, then the company too has a problem. What we need now is a new president. Some jerk.
My leg is on fire.
We can really push around.
Yo! Yeah, you, boss! This letter was sent down this morning by the big man himself.
Sit down, son. Go ahead. Try it on.
Did the Fortune City own idea, man, when they promoted you from the mailroom?
Well, I guess so. I don't think they promoted me because they thought I was a schmo.
The guy's a real moron.
Cigarettes?
No, thank you.
What an imbecile. Come up with this.
From Joel and Ethan Coen,
It's fun, it's healthy, the kids will just love it, and we put a little sand inside to make the experience more pleasant.
Did you have any idea there'd be such a huge response?
This is the president.
I don't think anybody expected this much hoopla.
comes a comedy of fame, fortune, sex, greed, and the American way.
Say, Amy, how about you and I grab a little dinner or a show after work? I was thinking maybe the King and I. How about Oklahoma?
Tim Robbins, Jennifer Jason Leigh, and Paul Newman.
I'm getting off this merry-go-round.
Plexiglass.
How do you think this?
The HUDSUCKER Proxy.
I wish I was antiquing for 5 hours instead of watching that. I'm not giving it away too soon, am I?
No, just waking up at 5 a.m. to do 5 hours of I'm sorry, 6 a.m. Excuse me.
You know what? I'm gonna text date. I'm gonna text.
Hey.
Have you taken to see Eternity yet either?
Listen, I'm a Raiders fan. I've already been punished this year. All right.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's fair.
Give me a break.
That's
yeah,
fair.
that's fair.
All right.
Moving on now. HUDSUCKER Proxy released on March 11th, 1994, with a rating of PG and a runtime of 111 minutes. Written by Joel and Ethan Coen. And
111 minutes. Sorry.
It's an hour and 11 minutes. Or I'm sorry, an hour and I wish it was an hour and 11 minutes.
Me
Closer
too.
hour and 51 minutes. Directed by Joel Coen, starring Tim Robbins, Jennifer Jason Leigh, and Paul Newman. Initial thoughts on this. I used to work with an individual who was a huge Coen Brothers fan. And he recommended this movie. And at this time, Netflix was only doing discs. So you had to wait for the discs to come in. And that was one of the ones I had on my queue. And it came in. I remember watching it. And I enjoyed it at the time. And I didn't do 5 hours of antique shopping, but I did watch this movie at the end of the day. I did take my flu and COVID vaccine, so I was feeling a little bit like how the Raiders play, which is not very good. So I don't know if that had anything to do with my this particular viewing, but I know that when I saw it for the first time, I remember enjoying it.
Were you high?
No. Well,
the first time.
No. I wasn't actually.
Maybe how long ago was it you saw the first one? It might have been easier to feel sorry for an idiotic CEO, then versus now, or now we all, yeah.
Well,
where's Luigi when you need him? I think that the role of the CEO or the feelings have changed a bit since
that's fair. That's fair. To be honest, I actually do have to look at a calendar to see when I first saw this movie. It would have had to be 2009 or 2010.
Okay.
So but there is it was a heavy like it felt like a heavy stylized film, and if it didn't connect with you visually, I mean, like the first time I didn't have a problem like with that. This time it felt jarring. Like I wasn't meshing with this. Like I feel I can immerse myself in a movie most times and just like get into it and just like kind of experience the world just like a little bit. But here there was too many things that kept taking me out of it.
Doesn't feel like a Coen Brothers movie to me either.
It almost feels like this was their first one. Like this was their test one.
Well, this one did kind of get buried. Like in '94, the theatrical screenings were non-existent. I don't even know how many screens it got. Here's the thing: I hate hating this movie so much because I love the Coens. Not only that, I here's a little bit of trivia. I bet you don't know. You know who did all the second unit directing?
Was it Sam Raimi?
It was Sam Raimi.
Yeah.
They go back and go back to Crime Wave. They've always done a lot of stuff together, all coming up in Michigan. And yeah, that's why. Well, obviously, you got Bruce Campbell in there in this one also. So.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. At this point, I guess it felt more like it would be better suited for a niche audience. If someone is, because this leans so heavy in the dialogue, and I don't want this critique to come off of like, oh, you don't like wordy movies. Like, I love Clerks. Right.
Yeah.
But it was just like there was a part of me that was like, just slow down for a second. Like,
I don't think they got the right people for the wordy movie. I think the casting's off. I like Tim Robbins. He felt miscast to me. A lot of it they didn't use any of their like regular Coen Brothers players either. So it just doesn't it feels like someone else trying to make a Coen Brothers movie on the Warner Brothers lot, because this is which I normally like a studio lot movie, which this is,
right?
But I don't know, it didn't work for me. I feel like Coen Brothers needs to be more real world. It's like the meshing of the things, because like the opening is very Batman Returns.
Yeah.
And
really
that's
takes you out. And then hearing the narrator too, kind of like gives you a vibe of like a fairy tale, so to speak. So this is kind of like a smorgasbord of initial thoughts, but
Greg,
yeah, I'm first off glad I didn't see the trailer before watching the movie, because I think one of the fun things of it was not knowing what that circle was for a while, and I think that trailer spoils a great bit. Because if you go into it not knowing, it you're just like, this guy is a moron, So, but art, like you said, artistically, there's a lot that can capture you, and I felt like I really did enjoy the art of this film, and music, but I definitely have to say, to call it a comedy is a stretch. I saw it listed as comedy / fantasy, and I think it should be fantasy that this is a comedy. So,
That's good. That's pretty funny. Did you have anything else to add to that?
No.
Because to tail off or to piggyback on what you're saying, it definitely feels a lot like 99% fantasy with 0.5% comedy. In terms of like favorite moments, I only have one thing written down, and that's the angel smoking a white cigar.
Oh, that's
I don't know if
solid.
you guys caught that. Yeah, the white cigar. I thought that was pretty funny, but everything else, while it didn't seem unfunny, it wasn't necessarily ha funny. It was more just silly. And Greg, to your point, and maybe my first time around, not knowing what the circle meant, added so much more, because watching it this time around, knowing what the circle is like, it's like you've heard the joke already.
Yeah.
So you're waiting for it to pass, and I felt it kind of got sloppy towards the end, personally. To have time stop the way it did, I thought was a bit too much stretch into the fantasy, and took me out of it a bit, especially with some other elements of somebody accusing somebody of stealing an idea. It just didn't really. I don't know. It just kind of felt weird and didn't really mesh well. But sorry, my favorite moment turned into more critiques. I apologize. How about favorite moments from you guys?
That whole scene where he lights the document on fire and then runs to the back to try to put it out and grabs the water jug, and you see it emptying, and by the time he gets there, it's an empty bottle, so that doesn't work. And then he tries to stomp it out, and he just looks at the second in command guy. He's like, "Sir, my leg's on fire," and like just so casually. I was like, it's a fun little, comedic set of kind of slapstick moments. Oh, that was fun.
Todd,
you have to just guess what mine is. I'm just gonna say Bruce Campbell. If I have to pick a line, let's grab a highball when he smacks her on the behind. And then the end credits. There you go.
Right.
I felt like it took 5 hours to watch. I swear. I just wanted it to be done so bad.
A critique I would have this movie is that it does seem to feel like it's dragging. It could have been cleaned up at a lot of parts. It felt like there were some things that were unnecessary. And yeah, I just more left to be desired. I mean, seeing it the first time, like Greg, as you said, you get that reveal, but then after that, there's not much else to it. And I kind of found myself watching it thinking like, what did I agree to this?
You picked it, mother.
I know. Like, okay, I mean, at the time I thought, and here's the thing is that I was watching it on my couch.
Did you force the family to watch this nonsense?
No.
Okay.
Dana was doing other things, but I was falling asleep, and then she would wake me up, and I'd be like, why are you upset that I'm falling asleep? Because I don't want this movie to be on the TV, especially if you're not going to watch it. Like, she did not have fun with it. Like, it was just on in the background as she was doing other stuff, and she was
just annoying her.
She was not happy. It was really just like getting on her nerves the entire time. Like, I would have been better suited.
Who'd you blame it? Who'd you blame on the pick on?
I did not blame anybody on the pick. I didn't tell her I picked it. But I think I would have had a better experience watching Beavis.
But she's blaming me because
Listen,
I
you
thought there was a
think
chance
about
you might
skeleton-
like it because it is kind of like Unfrosted. It had that that's the way I didn't. I probably watch Unfrosted again. I absolutely would watch Unfrosted again.
She did kind of enjoy Unfrosted. She did not enjoy this movie at all. She tried to watch like the first 10 minutes, and it was not working because she really likes Tim Robbins, right? Like, who doesn't? Everybody loves Tim Robbins, right?
Now we're gonna have to do Howard the Duck. Have we done that yet? You make her watch that?
No, we haven't.
Well, you know what? We'll have to bring Pugs on for that. That's his favorite movie.
I'd love to revisit that. There was a Howard the Duck costume I once saw on eBay with the head and everything. It wasn't from the movie, but it was just,
Well,
but it looked legit. I was
Pugs has some off-air stories about little Howard himself too. They befriended, and I don't know if you know how that ended. Yeah, he could have been one of the. Never mind. I'll let Pugs tell his story.
Holy cow!
All right.
Check your local listings.
Early this year, I guess we'll move that one up.
Have we gone through all our critiques yet?
It sucks.
No.
Oh, Greg's got one. I don't have. I think mine were laced around here. I don't have anything specific. So
I mean,
Greg.
I've kind of already said that there's not enough comedy for a comedy film, but I guess one of the things that really sticks out, everybody basically had no accent except for the main female in the movie, and it was like so thick and heavy, and I was just like, you're out of place. Like, it's such a stereotypical accent, which is fine, but when you're the only one doing it in New York, or I guess it's New York, it's just weird. It just felt off, and
You know who
forced.
would have saved this? Nicolas Cage instead of Tim Robbins.
Why? So he can not keep an accent?
Oh no, he has a horrible accent. Can you? But listen, his New York accent from Trapped in Paradise in this role, it would at least be laughably bad.
Yes.
I would have more fun with that. Nicolas Cage inventing the hula hoop. That's money. Sorry.
Yeah, it would have been good.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I personally, I
I
really
know
want to
you're
watch.
a Cage hater.
Personally, I want to watch like Burn After Reading or Big Lebowski. Get this taste out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Just because I mean, it was just really rough to get through. Just tying into the final rating I'm giving it, just because the first time I watched it, it was enjoyable. I'm giving it a 3, but on this rewatch, I would give it a 2.5. So I feel that the more times I watch this movie, the lower the rating is going to get.
Yeah, that's fair. I think I agree with you in the first time watch. It is a 3.5 for me. As a comedy, it's a 1. But the bonus star I do have to give to it is it did make me want to go back and watch Briscoe County Jr.
Sure enough.
This movie makes you want to watch other movies.
Yes. Yeah.
Good movies, good shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm giving it a 1.5, and that's just because I love Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell. I was gonna give it a 2, but that's too high. I really hated this movie. Only Coen Brothers movie I've ever seen I did not like at all. Go watch Drive Away Dolls, or what was the last one? I mean, that's only Ethan, but I forget the other one. Just came out, but both those are way more fun than this.
So if you happen to have a Roku subscription, this is available to stream on Roku as of December 7th, and also Canopy and Plex.
I believe it's also on Tubi.
I do not see Tubi as an option.
Are you looking on Just Watch?
Yes.
Sometimes it doesn't show up because when I Google it, it shows up for Tubi.
Okay.
Yeah, it's weird.
So check Tubi because it's December 7th. You never know what's going to happen around the time that this.
Just confirmed it is Tubi also. Tubi, Plex, Sling TV. So there you go. What are you confused?
No, I mean, you know how when you pull up Just Watch a movie on Just Watch, it'll tell you its rating, like of
it's right there.
The enjoyment level, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
91%.
That means like 3 people rated. It was the Coen Brothers and their mother. And Tim Robbins. Maybe Susan Sarandon too.
Um,
Yeah, no, there's a reason the studio kind of buried this movie.
yeah. So that concludes our review of the HUDSUCKER Proxy. And okay, Rotten Tomatoes, 64% on the tomato meter, 79% on the popcorn meter. So I'm guessing those are first-time views and not repeat views. But anyhow, that does conclude our review of the HUDSUCKER Proxy. If you do happen to be in the Orange County area this week, I'll be hosting trivia this Tuesday at the Rush Bar and Grill in Lake Forest beginning at 7 o'clock, and this Wednesday at the Brewery in Placentia, also beginning at 7 o'clock. Both nights free to play, prizes for the top winning teams, and traveling through the trivia multiverse, delving in songs that have something to do with the answer, connecting via history, pop culture, and of course science, among other topics. Feel free to check it out. Do you guys have anything else before we head out for the evening?
No, sir.
You guys are really jumping on to watch some other Coen Brothers movie. I get the sense.
Yeah.
That's what I'm about to go do. So I'm going to go do that. And feel free to join us next time for world famous juggler Greg Larson and Flesh Wound producer Todd. I'm Ozzy V, and we'll see you next week right here on a brand new episode of Flesh Wound Farce.